Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Wrestling Challenge review series for the 17th of um, 17th of February, 1991. Pretty cool time in the WWF at the time as we move kind of towards WrestleMania 7. One of the last few really good WrestleManias. I think by I don't know, certainly by 14 I had lost interest, but the first 6 to 7 were really cool. Anyway, we move forward into this time frame in the wrestling world as a very interesting run for a number of reasons. We also move forward towards the idea of that area or through that area in a pretty consistent way, as it's kind of interesting for a number of reasons, including but not limited to the fact of this time of year is really, really important for a number of reasons. And we kind of move also forward into kind of running forward into like I said, the 17th, hosted by Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby Heenan. It includes an interview with Gene Okerlund in interviewing both Virgil and Roddy Piper. Piper begins to shine Virgil's shoes at Virgil's request, and he's told to kiss Virgil's feet. Piper shouts that Virgil shouldn't do that, and Virgil eventually stands up for himself, calls him a man, and they basically slap each other. The idea is ultimately that Piper says he doesn't see a black man, he doesn't see a white man, he just sees a man. Includes also a vignette promoting the return of Ricky Steamboat and also the, I guess, babyface turn with miscommunication with Jimmy Hart and Greg Valentine. Valentine as babyface doesn't last very long. This is shown as highlight from the 12/28/1990 MSG show, and they're catching up with it here. Valentine meets Earthquake at WrestleMania 7, including that there. Certainly a time in the wrestling area where you kind of get a little bit of intrigue, interest, and all the points in between. Jake Roberts and Alan Martin are your opening contest here. Roberts, of course, winning in about 2:04. Really basic stuff. Tips up with the armbar, arm ringer. Roberts also comes out with a gutbuster and a DDT. Roberts obviously on top of the world there, and again the highlights of the Piper and Virgil thing as mentioned previously. Also, we then go to the Warlord and presented by the Slickster doing the I guess you'd say full Nelson challenge with the British Bulldog setting up their WrestleMania 7 match. That doesn't go too far. Obviously, Warlord never allows it to really go anywhere, and Slick stomps at the Bulldog pretty aggressively and goes at, and Warlord also kind of stomps at him too. Before Bulldog finally kind of takes Slick out of the picture with a power slam. Then we go to the Event Center local area promos for the Boston Garden coming up in March. Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich is here, and he basically says that the money of the $1 Million Man doesn't influence him in the least. They're doing a promo with Toys R Us. Toys R Us at the time is the, for lack of a better term, the main toy vendor, for lack of better words, of the WWF at the time. LOD and Gene Okerlund are looking at LOD Wrestling Buddies, among other things, and Gene Okerlund encourages everyone to come out and get WWF merchandise at the Toys R Us store of their choosing. We go and we see the man that's called the Viking, not yet called the Berserker, otherwise known as John Nord. Nord managed by Fuji here. I don't know why they changed the name away from the Viking. Front-facing forward suplex by Nord, basically doing a sanitized version of none other than Bruiser Brody. Running kick and then toss over the top rope by Nord at the time. Basically, the Earthquake is insulted by Hulk Hogan's decision to not take him seriously in a local area promo. Earthquake says he's going to take Hogan out before he even gets to WrestleMania 7 to challenge Sergeant Slaughter for the championship. They're doing stretcher matches around the horn. So they really, I mean, think about it. Started this summer with a program, and summer 1990, culminating at SummerSlam 90, and then they can get all the way up to February as a run of basic house show matches. And I gotta grab my phone, so we'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail to finish this off, but we'll be back in 2 seconds here. And again, hype for WrestleMania 7 is pretty big. Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior being, I guess you'd say, the secondary match here as it relates to things, only behind Hogan and whatnot. Warrior and Savage basically cut promos where they promised to eradicate the world of the other, and kind of moving towards that. Then we go to kind of a last kind of series in the squash matches for the day. World Heavyweight Champion Sergeant Slaughter. Just weird to have Slaughter in the heel role doing a squash match here, but of course you do want to get extra heat. At the time, he was wearing bulletproof vest and kind of being invested, no pun intended, in protecting himself there and doing the best he can in that regard. Major Yates, I believe, is the individual he beats down, and he's pretty assertive, aggressive in that way towards kind of beating him down continually, consistently, and trying to get as much leverage as he can in that continual assault. Punch, kick, basic stuff, nothing necessarily, you're not going to get, first of all, it's a squash match, so you're not supposed to get a bunch from it, but at the same time, still kind of managing there. Actually, William Ford is the gentleman's name. Camel Clutch 153. And after the bout, he continues to attack him all the way back to the locker room, going forward there. And, again, hype for the upcoming house shows. Yet again, coming back forward for the Boston Garden show. So that's kind of the closeout there. Of course, Slaughter winning with the Camel Clutch, and we move forward into the next in that realm. Anyway, we'll be back with more right after this.